Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Taco, and today we're back with another video. And week 7 is here, so we're gonna do week 7 picks because we've done it for the first 6 weeks of the season. Duh. I went a pretty abysmal, the worst I've done yet, 8-7 last week. I'm still doing better than most people on the internet are. Total of 61-32, I think. And well, we're back again. 13 games. We got 6 teams on a bye. You know, we're here. We're doing it. So let's get into it. Let's start off with the Saints and the Chargers. This game is in the Superdome. Not the Chargers, the Jaguars. Why is the Chargers on this thing? The Jaguars, they've had some pretty good last few weeks. They lost the Texans, lost the Chiefs. They didn't look the greatest. They were on my most disappointing teams list. But they've showed up recently. They have gotten wins in games that they were supposed to win. They won both their London games. They come back to the States, and they do really well. Looking at the Saints. Had an iffy game last week against the Texans. The team looks good. Carr has played all right. They beat the crap out the Patriots, but everybody's beating the crap out the Patriots. You know, they're an all right team. I think that apparently Trevor Lawrence is going to have an injury. If Trevor Lawrence doesn't play in this game, which is what I am expecting, it's going to be the Saints winning this one 21-16. I think that the Saints are the better team if they don't have Lawrence, and that's the truth. I think that if Lawrence is in the game, it's still going to be closer than people think. I would probably still pick the Saints, but Saints 21-16 without Lawrence. Then the 1 o'clock slate starts off with the Falcons and the Bucks. I don't know where this game is at. The Falcons, they are coming off of a pretty sad loss to Washington. They had a good game the week before. Didn't do good in London. You know, their season's been sort of up and down. They haven't looked great, though, recently. Then on the other side, the Bucks, they've looked great. I expected them to get the upset, beat the Lions. They obviously didn't, and now we're here. I still think that the Bucks are a quality team. I still have the Bucks winning this game 20-17. The Bucks are still a really good team. The Bucks are still going to be able to pull this out. That's simply just what I think. 20-17. Then you got the Bears and the Raiders. Jimmy Garoppolo and Justin Fields both might not play in this game. Justin Fields is pretty surely not going to play. I don't know about Jimmy Garoppolo. Honestly, I don't think that the team would be much worse without Jimmy Garoppolo. That O'Connell kid, I mean, he played all right in a game. I shouldn't call him a kid. He's like twice the age of me. But he played all right. I think that this game, I think it's going to be pretty simple. I think that the Raiders are going to win this game. They had an all right week against New England last week. New England looked a little bit better. A little bit. I'm going to have the Raiders taking a win here 23-11. Remember, we got the weird scores. You know, I'm trying to get 100%. I think that the Raiders are a good team. Are not really a good team. I think that they're the better team in this game. It's that simple. And they're coming off of 2 straight wins. Raiders at 4-3 could be doing all right. And you got the Browns and the Colts. Fun fact, hold on, this will be here. This graphic will be here. I predicted the Colts exact score in 4 straight games. Now, I haven't predicted the wins. I haven't predicted the other team's score exactly. But whatever I say, it's going to be correct. So, the Browns, I mean, they beat the Niners last week. You can't say anything bad about the Browns. They beat the 49ers. They had a great game. They don't have their quarterback. They might still not have their quarterback. But P.J. Walker, he looked all right. He looks fine enough. That team just found a way to win a game against a really good team. Colts, you're losing Anthony Richardson for possibly the year is what they're talking about, which I think is dumb because if you can wait till an offseason to get shoulder surgery, you wait till the offseason to get the shoulder surgery. That's just what I think. I have the Browns winning this game 26-21, so the Colts will score 21 points. It's a guarantee. I think that the Browns are a better team. We've shown that they can win the tight games against really good teams. I think that you can loosen up a little. I think they're still gonna win. They're still gonna get a win here. I can't talk today. I'm going to bed in like 10 minutes. Then you have the Giants and the Commies. Giants, they looked all right last week. They scored 9 points, but they were in a game with Buffalo. Buffalo's offense wasn't doing amazing, but you still have to credit that to the Giants' defense a little bit, you know? They held Buffalo to only 14 points. You could have possibly won that game if it wasn't for a call and a no call and whatever. The Commies, they got back on track. They had 3 not very good losses. The Eagles game, they played really well. But, you know, you had 3 losses. One of them was to the worst team in the league. And now you're playing the Giants. And you got a big win against the Falcons last week. I think the Giants are going to ride this energy. I think Tyrod Taylor plays. I think Tyrod Taylor wins 17-14. I think that the Giants are better off with Tyrod Taylor. It's that simple. You paid $40 million for a quarterback to be his backup. But then we know Tyrod Taylor gets hurt. And anybody who replaces Tyrod Taylor instantly becomes really good for some reason. But, you know, whatever. The Giants are going to win 17-14. Lower scoring, but they're going to get this job done. Then the Lions and the Ravens, the biggest game, I would say, probably the second biggest game of the week. The Lions, you've won 4 straight games. You've done really solid. I projected you to lose last week, and you won. You beat my odds. The Ravens, you took a win in London that, yeah, you were supposed to get, but it's always good to just get wins. There's nothing wrong with that. I have the Ravens getting a surprise upset here, 28-25 over the Lions. I said that a lot before. I should have talked a lot more. But anyways, the Ravens, they have a good team. I think that this team is just going to be able to gas the Lions. The Lions are fine in run defense, but I think that the Ravens are going to be able to outcoach this team and outplay this team. And so, simply, I'm sorry, Lions fans. I know I'm always predicting you to be upset. You're still my second favorite team, probably. But I have the Ravens win this game 28-25. Then you got the Patriots and the Bills. The Bills are a much better team here. I'm just going to keep this simple. They're going to get back on track. They're going to beat the Patriots by a lot of points. The Patriots, they got back on track a little bit iffy. I mean, they scored more than 0 and 3 points. They scored an offensive touchdown. I think it said for the first time in 47 drives, which is bad. But yeah, I have the Bills taking a win here, 34-16. The Bills are the better team here. The Bills are going to beat the Pats. The Pats, they still need a lot of iron out to do, which means replace Mac Jones. Yeah. Then you got the Seahawks and the Cardinals. We say the same thing about the Cardinals every week. You know, they look better than their record says, blah, blah, blah. Well, you keep on losing. We can't say that anymore because you keep on losing, and this time you've actually lost by a lot to a good team, but not a great team. And then, on the other hand, the Seahawks, they keep on winning. They lost last week, as I say that they keep on winning. They did lose last week. It wasn't a great offensive performance. You put up 13 points. You got to be better than that. But his team is going to be able to get back on track against the iffy Arizona defense. I have 23-17 in favor of the Seahawks. The Seahawks are a better team than the Cardinals. I think that everybody can agree with that. And look, the Cardinals, they're an iffy team. They're going to give you some good competition. They aren't going to win. That's what I have learned. Then the Steelers and the Rams. At some point we moved on to the 4 o'clock. Seahawks Cardinals was the first 4 o'clock game. Sorry. Steelers Rams, another 4 o'clock game. This game is in SoFi, I believe. The Rams, they looked good. They beat the Cardinals by a lot of points. As we were just talking about, they look like a good team. Cooper Kupp is back. Puka Nacua. The fact that both of them can still correlate in the same offense and still do what they've been doing. 1, it might not be a scheme thing, which is insane. And 2, that's pretty good for your team. Then the Steelers, they had a bye last week. Hopefully they can get some stuff going with, their offensive coordinator. I have an upset here. I don't know why I have an upset. I don't know why that I think that the Steelers are going to win, but I do. I have 24-23 in favor of the Steelers. Look, something could happen. Matt Canada's house could burn down. Something could happen to where, Matt Canada doesn't call the plays and the Steelers actually put some points up on the board. And, maybe it's a bunch of defensive touchdowns. I think the Steelers are going to pull off an upset in a really close game. Then you have the Chargers and the Chiefs. I don't know where this game is at. All that I know is that Patrick Mahomes beats the crap out of his division opponents. I don't think he has lost to one on the road, which now that I'm realizing that wouldn't matter if they're not on the road. But they lost to they beat the Chargers both times last year. This game is at home, actually. I just looked it up. So, the Chargers are a good team. They're not going to beat the Chiefs. They're not going to beat the Chiefs plus the refs. I'm going to give the Chiefs the win here, 27-24, which is funny because that's the exact same score that happened last year when they played at Arrowhead. But, Travis Kelce always shows up in these games. It seems like he scores a walk-off touchdown. I mean, he scored them twice in the past 3. The Chiefs are going to win this game. It's going to be close the way that these games always are close, but one team is going to pull out, which is the Chiefs, the way that the Chiefs are always the one that wins these games. Then the last game in the 4 o'clock slot is going to be the Packers and the Broncos. Packers, they had a bye last week. Well, they played all right beforehand. Had some issues with Jordan Love. I think that they're going to be back. They're going to be fine. The Broncos. What did the Broncos do last week? They didn't have a bye. Early in the season, you allowed 70 points. Your defense played not good. But the defense showed up. They scored 19 points. The Chiefs only scored 19 points on them, which is not a lot of points for the Chiefs. I figured out who they played. Their offense, it seems like it's just been an issue. If the defense does good, the offense does bad. If the offense does good, the defense does bad. They can't catch a break. They're not going to catch a break here. They're going to lose 26-18. The Packers are a good team. The Packers are going to beat them. Packers are a good enough team to beat the Broncos. And you move on to Sunday night. You got the Dolphins and the Eagles. Eagles, Kelly Green. The Eagles looked bad last week. The Eagles lost to the Jets, first time ever. It was bad. As an Eagles fan, it was bad. Hurts didn't have a great game. The play calling sucks. Every single Eagles fan and NFL fan can agree with that if they've watched the Eagles. Look, the Dolphins are probably going to win this game, but when you put it on the spreadsheet, you think that I'm going against my team in the Kelly Greens on Sunday Night Football at home in the Kelly Greens. Again, I would just like to reiterate that. I'm not. Eagles 26-23. I don't have an explanation for why, but look, the Eagles are going to win. It's the same thing that I said in the Patriots game. I said that we were probably going to lose, but I'm going to put a win down, and guess what? We won, all right? So we're fine. Then Monday night, it is the why does it say 59ers? 49ers, script messed up, over the Vikings. And the Niners are a good team. They lost to Cleveland. It didn't look good. Same thing, the missed kick at the end to lose it. Stuff like that. Vikings, you beat the Bears. Here's the issue. You have beaten the 2 worst teams in football. Anytime that you play a good team, it's competitive, but you lose. And it's going to be the same thing here, except it's going to be a little bit less competitive. I have the Niners taking a win 31-17. Niners are still a good team. They're still going to get a win here. Vikings, they got some stuff to work on, especially without Justin Jefferson. It's going to be a bit of a struggle. And that is going to be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you drop a like and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you all in the next one. Peace.